Welcome back, Troglodytes, to another episode of Trogly's Guitars. Today we have a very beautiful 1997 Gibson Les Paul Custom. Custom Plus, that is. It is a gorgeous vintage Sunburst, tobacco burst type finish. And this is a very nice guitar. These 90s customs are things of beauty. And you know, every one I've had this year, I think I've had almost 8 of them this year, believe it or not. They all just have these fantastic, wonderfully flamed tops. This one's not quite as crazily flamed as some of the other ones I've had, but the flames have more character. They're a little bit wider, and you have the parallel wood grain running with it, which looks very cool. This guitar gives me kind of a Slash vibe. He has a standard, I believe, that's similar to the finish of this guitar with the flame and all that. So this guitar is going to be cheap because there's a scratch on the back of the neck that just looks too suspicious to be able to sell it as, you know, a regular custom. But more on that later. This thing's been played. You can see all the typical Gibson flaws here. Got the tooling marks around all the inlays. That's come to be expected of a 90s Gibson and even modern day Gibsons. You can see the Grover tuners are heavily aged, and you've got some bubbling of the lacquer around that. The frets are nice and tall frets, original, but they do show some wear. As you can see, the wear is a lot worse than it actually feels while you're playing. It feels perfect. They got a beautiful ebony fretboard on this one. And onto the body. There's quite a few indentations / scratches on this guitar. I mean, it was played. What's kind of interesting is you see these lines kind of running. That's actually the wood grain underneath, which I find really cool. But as you can see, there is a ding right there. We're talking right there. And you also have some indentations around here. And a scratch or chip in your lacquer there. So it's definitely not a mint condition guitar. But it's definitely one that you can play. I mean, it's not all original anyways. The 90s Gibsons, they're not really well known for their original pickups. You got a scratch there. So, you know, it's really no big deal that they were switched out. These are Alnico Pros from Seymour Duncan. And they sound pretty good. I like the way they sound. Now the back of the headstock shows it is a 1997, late 1997. Alright, and now for the white elephant in the room. This looks very suspiciously like a Headstock Repair. And I would probably agree with you from photos, but I've taken the tuners off. It really looks like somebody slipped with a screwdriver. You can see how it kind of dots up and down like that. However, just to be on the safe side, even though I firmly 100% believe that is just a scratch, this will be sold as a repaired guitar, just, you know, for the sake of it. Once again, I 100% believe that that is just a scratch. And if it is a repair, that is the best repair I have ever seen. In most angles, you don't even see it. And I really don't believe that is a repair, but just to be on the safe side. So instead of, you know, a $3,000 guitar, this will be priced in the mid-2s. Alright, because I blacklighted it and everything. That's not a finished touch-up. It just looks like a scratch, and that's probably what it is. The neck is kind of a medium profile. I wouldn't say a full medium, but kind of more of a 60s medium. Now the black heel, that is a typical 90s era thing, not a heel repair or anything. And now the back of the guitar here. You can see there's some light buckle worming and some indentations, but nothing too bad. Inside, it looks like everything's been replaced. Pots, wiring, all that. It's your standard Gibson branded pots in there. You have your strap lock buttons on. But overall, I mean, the guitar's in good shape. And if you're looking for a beautiful player and you don't mind having a scratch on the back of your headstock, this is a beautiful example and probably the cheapest 90s plus top you will find. It does come with a gator case. Let's see if we can open it up here. Has a nice little compartment inside. The case is in good shape. Protects the guitar well. It's kind of like a flight case. You can see it's pretty bulky. Under there is a Generation 3 chainsaw case. They're about the same. But definitely a very nice case. So, if you think you might be interested in this gorgeous Les Paul custom, feel free to contact me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Troglys, Troglys. You can also check out the listing on Reverb. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you for more.